Uh, Abstract brainwaves, game genie in a beanie. We ain't on the same stage, leveled up.
Other yellow hat guy here, back with another video. And you'll have to forgive me if I say that again shortly. Today we are going to head to Greensboro and look for some of these rockets, right? Parts 15 and 16 of this Hooper research, this something mischief, I forgot what they call it already. It requires us to do some battles and eventually tackle Giovanni. Why? Giovanni has this shadow Lugia. Now this Lugia doesn't look all that special. A lot of us really wanted like the EX Hoopa. If you've seen my unboxing videos of the Pokemon cards, there was a Lugia that was kind of like that, but like, it had like the black underbelly and everything. You're not getting this. You're just getting a standard Lugia with the red eyes and the black mist around it that all the shadows have. So whether or not it's powerful and have stats, I can't speak to that as of this video, but we'll do some digging and investigating later. So in order to do this, I thought the best way, instead of just riding around downtown High Point, is to just ride around downtown Greensboro. Mainly because I felt like I had to get more of these stops, right? You need to defeat 6 leaders, or 6 grunts, excuse me, to fight 1 leader, right? So that meant 18 battles plus another 3. So, 21 battles just to get to Giovanni, and then you'd have to look for him. But then I realized all this time I'd been unequipping my radars. So we're going to jump cut to me downtown Greensboro doing some of these battles, and when we get back, we'll talk about what it is that you have to do to defeat Arlo, Sierra, and Cliff, and Giovanni. All right, so yeah, sans yellow hat. So if you were looking for that and you're new to the channel, no, I don't wear it all the time. But we're out here by a fountain, so if it hasn't been your day, your week, or even your year, I'll be here for you. So we have gotten a couple of these rockets out of the way just right here. This takeover looks like they are everywhere. I'm downtown Greensboro, just admiring this fountain, the solitude, the quiet. It's a pretty chill spot just being over here. I got the car running. We are getting some steps in for Pikmin as well. So yeah, I'm enjoying being able to do both of those while I'm talking to you on my camera. But this fountain just looks, it's just so majestic, isn't it? Look at this thing. I almost want to jump in there and take a bath. Okay, so weird stuff aside, once we get the 5 rockets, that gives us 1 radar. With that 1 radar, we essentially need to do that 2 more times. So then we need 3 to defeat the 3 leaders, and then we can get to Giovanni. And then we should be done with both 15 and 16 for Hoopa's research. So I'm hoping to get that done, if not today, tomorrow, but I wanted to be outside. It was nice to be outside. It's a nice day out. It's actually winter time where I am. I don't know where you are in the world, but I say winter. It's not winter yet. It's felt like it the last couple of days. It's fall, middle of November almost, and for whatever reason today it's like 78. I don't even really need this hoodie on, so that's cool. But I'll pick back up with you when I get some more stuff, and we'll see how things go from there. Okay, so we're back at the house. I had some fun, a nice fresh air. Was that fountain not majestic? I mean, I had a lot of fun messing around with that. I feel like I did all of that stuff, and then we also had Raid Hour. So I'm going to showcase some of that because we had the Swords of Justice return, and all 3 of them. It wasn't like some people thought. Some people thought it would be like, hey, 1 week it's Cabalion, 1 week it's Virizion, and then 1 week it'll be Terrakion. No, all 3 of them rotated out. So the good news is, if you're not interested in any of them, this was it. they go away on Tuesday, which means Wednesday, the next raid hour will be something else entirely. So hopefully you got the shinies that you needed, or got one as trade fodder to somebody else for something that you needed and that they needed, right? But here's where we're at with the Team Rocket stuff. So I went into one of the battles. Like I said, I had like a few of these radars already stacked up. So I really didn't have to do any of these battles. I realized during level 44, no, you don't have to use them as you get them as far as the radars goes. You can unequip them and stack them. Because my problem was I couldn't collect any more pieces of the radar if I had one equipped. But if I unequip it, then I was able to. Now, I'm not sure if that's changed since then, but that's how your boy had 5 of those joints stacked up. So I was lucky. I did one early in the morning, and then a couple more balloons showed up, and then I was able to see some later. So if you're lucky like me, you fought Arlo 3 times in a row. And then your last balloon, Giovanni, showed up. And they switched up teams, as you can see in this graphic I've got up here. So let's speak on that really quick. And first and foremost, shout out to Legends. They've always done phenomenal jobs with these artwork and images. I really appreciate you guys. They're showing the lineups here. And I don't know how long this lasts, but again, this is another reminder. Please do the Hooper research before it goes away. Otherwise, you'll have to pay for that. I've been telling anybody I could to do that. And if you're seeing this video whenever it goes up, hopefully you've passed the ghost type part, and you just have to do this rocket stuff because you don't want to pay Niantic extra money for something that you didn't have to if you were just casually playing, right? So look, you've got Cliff. He's got his first Pokemon, instead of Persian, is now Muck. Then he's got Venusaur, and it could be Crobat or Machamp as his second Pokemon. And then his third Pokemon could be Arcanine, Charizard, or Tyranitar. So you can get by using water, like a water type, a strong water type, like a Kyogre. Could 2 Kyogres and something else. You need something with a quick attack that's really quick, pun intended, for all of these guys. But the poison type could easily be dealt with water. It's the second type that if it's Venusaur, water is not going to be so great. So, you could always rely on something like a Melmetal that could do the dirty deed for you. And then the third type, you could definitely use a strong water type there to take on either Arcanine or Charizard. And Kyogre is all right against Tyranitar as well. You just make sure you come in with a charged attack already lined up and both of their shields already depleted. Next, you've got Sierra, who, this is weird. She's got a Nidoran there, and this Nidoran is probably really quick. I haven't fought Sierra or Cliff, but the Nidoran here doesn't look all that formidable, but I believe it's still Sierra. Sierra, she's a bad lady. You don't want to get on her bad side. So you want to take out that Nidoran. And then you've got Beedrill, Vileplume, and Slowbro. So there's some variants there. Some poison types, and you just need to be careful. Water could be your friend. You've got different ways. You just need to be quick about getting that Nidoran out of the picture. All right. And then the third Pokemon, she's got Fire with Houndoom, but then Ground with Marowak, and then it could be poison again with Nidoqueen. So you've got to be careful. She's probably the most unpredictable one. Then you've got Arlo, who, you could use the prerequisites that you had from him before if you're smart about it. So I had Reshiram, or Reshiram, however you want to say that. And then I had Latios, and then I followed that up with a Kyogre. Now, Reshiram did not last too well against that Gligar. So then I tried mixing it up, and hopefully the footage is showing this. I tried to mix it up. There was a lot of people hitting me up, by the way, in some of this footage. In the other chat that I told you I made, a lot of people just I haven't muted them because it's a small community. I haven't muted that chat, so I apologize in advance that it's popping up all over the video, either in this clip or the Giovanni one. But he gave me that work because my quick attack was on my Latios, and I didn't deplete the shields fast enough to give me a slight advantage against the last Pokemon he had at the end. Now, fortunately, I never encountered one of these cliffs, or I'm sorry, Arlos that had Snorlax, but I did get Scizor, and either that or Gardevoir would have went down with the fire Pokemon fairly quickly. So, while I didn't look at Reshiram as being my go-to, I could have used Reshiram last since it had fire, but it did have the Dragon Rage or some kind of dragon move I had there. I can't remember, but that should have been the game plan. But I had no middle person. I always come in with good anchor Pokemon and usually good beginners that I end up having to switch. But we ended up getting through Arlo with the team that you see here, or at least at some point in the video you see who I got Arlo done with. I did encounter an Arlo that had a Lapras, and that's when I ended up having to go ahead and switching out to a Melmetal. Melmetal was cool because I could begin with him and have Rock Slides all day, spam those, but I said, nah, we need him to take out Lapras. Normally I'm seeing Sierras with Lapras. This time it was Arlo with Lapras, and Melmetal was the MVP as always. So spamming some Rock Slides and doing more damage on a Lapras, and Melmetal being a tank, things were as good as they needed to be. Then we've got Giovanni. You see the fakes all the time. The good news is in the balloons, it's the real deal. And I want to say like 6 p.m. or something like that, sometime around raid hour when it was going on, lo and behold, he pops up. And I was happy because I was like, I don't have to search all over the creation for him. Because I did a majority of the grunts in Greensboro, but the Giovanni battle I did here in High Point Raid Hour. So I was juggling these battles, doing some raids, and playing Pikmin. Check out my Pikmin Bloom videos. Those have been doing very well for the channel. And I think that's going to be a staple series from here on out. Giovanni, his Persian, was still able to take out my Machamp, even though prior battles with Giovanni, my Machamp was really good against his Persian. Maybe I picked the wrong Machamp this time, or they switched up the Machamps that I had. I couldn't do nothing with that one, so I had to use the Pokemon, whoever I used in these clips, to take out that Persian, but again, the important thing here is to take off the shields. If you don't take off the shields early, that can be the difference from a victory with the team you have and a loss. Because I wasn't really going for type advantage. I was just going for, past experience of who I remembered being, good Pokemon. So, the first Pokemon is going to be Persian. The second Pokemon, you've got Rhyperior, or Kingler, or Nidoking. So I believe he had Kingler, as evidenced by the video, and Melmetal came in, and if I didn't have Melmetal, whoever I had did short business. Now he beat me the first time. Not only was I getting all these alerts, and I didn't get to use my shield properly, but I didn't deplete his properly either. And it still came down to the wire. But the next go around, I was able to get through that Kingler. And then it came down to Lugia, and the Lugia was able to take out my Pokemon that I had left. I think it might have been Kyogre, but whoever it was able to deal with it because I didn't have any shields. So when we ran it back, and I'm not sure if I put in the entire, loss in there with all the text, or maybe didn't do that and just put the other video clip up, but before this video ends you'll see I was able to come really close to losing and won this time, and we got this Lugia. Now I don't know if that Lugia was any great or not. I don't think it was. I believe it was like a 1-star. So, you know, you gotta purify it. And even purifying is only gonna give me 1 more star. So not really worth it. This is just another Pokemon that's gonna be, you know, useless for me in the long run. So there you have it. We did see a Cliff later on. I was like, no, Cliff, I don't have time for you. Not messing with you at all. I came to the raid hour with my backup account and got a shiny Virizion. So that was pretty much it for me. I was content with all of that. Some other people I played with got shinies. My backup got the Virizion. We had maybe 7 people, and 2 other people also got the shiny. So 3 out of 7, that's pretty good shiny rates right there. We weren't really doing Cabalians because most of us had Cabalion or couldn't trade them because they were traded to us, but Virizion, I would say out of the 3, is the most appealing, whereas Terrakion looks cooler in those colors. It has some more variety. Cabalion just has a tint, you know, different tint blue. You know, just imagine this being navy blue instead of the blue it is, and shiny other yellow hat guy, you know. So that out of the way, we're gonna wrap it up. We've got Shinx Community Day to look forward to. That's coming up, and then we'll see what Niantic does with the rest of this event. Because remember, parts 15 and 16, once that's over with, there's another research that follows that. And if you don't finish it, you got to pay for it, like I said 2 or 3 times already. So we're not out of the woods yet. December, we should finally get that Unbound Hoopa. You know, that one's gonna look cool. I don't know why I'm doing all this, but I just felt like doing that. But yeah, subscribe. Look at some playlists. I'm not sure which side YouTube put them on, but yeah, do me a favor and click on both of those. Check both of those out. Love you guys. See you in the next one. Other Yellow Hat Guys out. Captain Sensation.